Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to look at how ITPs, or inspection test plans, and verification checklists can be recorded, tracked, and organized inside of Dashpivot so that your assets are delivered to the required specification. Inspection test plans, or ITPs, usually outline how a type of works, in this case, stormwater installation, that type of works or that asset will be tested as part of your quality control process to ensure that assets are built to quality and design specifications and standards. Verification checklists, on the other hand, sometimes called VCs or test sheets, are the actual submission documents for each work lot containing the test records and outcomes and photos and things like that, which are outlined inside of this ITP for each work lot. So on most jobs, there'll be a single ITP, inspection test plan, for each type of works, so for stormwater installation. And then for each work lot, you'll have a verification checklist for that type of works. So you'll have one ITP, and if you've got 10 lots, then you'll have 10 verification checklists. Though on some small jobs, sometimes these two documents are actually merged into one. There's no need to have multiple. The jobs are just not big enough. But that is the difference between an inspection test plan and a verification checklist. On this video, we're going to be looking specifically at the verification checklist. So if I go ahead and click on the template, you see that no forms have been created just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and click this green button, Add Checklist, and you'll see that we've already set up this form. So I can come in and start to enter some information if I need to. Maybe we're going to close it out tomorrow. Recorded by myself, and we can go through and fill out all of these fields that you see here. We've got some tables, which is very typical of verification checklists and ITPs, where you've got a series of line items, you've got some acceptance steps, a section for comments, and you can add in photos and attachments. So on the mobile device, you can, as you're filling out the form, you can click to add a photo, and you can take a photo there on site, and it will automatically get added specifically to this form. You can upload PDFs and mark up PDFs if you need to. There might be some test results from third parties that you've got as PDFs. You can attach all of those to each line item so that they're all kept linked to this particular form. And for each line item, you'll typically have a signature for the client or a third party verifier or certifier. On the mobile device, once you click sign, it'll just prompt for their name, their company, and their signature. And once they hit sign, that will stamp the time and date on there so that you've got all of that information all bundled together. Once you've filled this out, you can hit save, and you'll see that you've got that verification checklist now sitting there. One of the cool things about Dashpivot is that you can convert all of this information into a register. So, we can configure basically all of the fields inside of this VC or verification checklist. It converts all of the fields into columns. And over time, you'll end up with something that looks a little more like this. So you've got multiple records in here. You can make a selection, as I've done over here. We can make a selection. And we can export it as a CSV if we need to. We can export this register as a PDF. So, if we're submitting everything, maybe we'll want to export this register as a PDF, and we want to download all of the forms as well to submit. We can make very quickly, we can make a selection of everything and push that out. So that pretty much wraps up this video for verification checklists. If you want to get started with a blank ITP or verification checklist template, you can always access our free public template library. If you go to the template section and click Add New Template, you'll see that we've got Choose from Free Public Template Library as an option. Click on that and then search for either verification checklist, test sheet, ITP, inspection test plan. We've got several in there all ready to go, so you can add those to your team and get started right away. And that's really how you can organize and track ITPs and verification checklists with Dashpivot.